Hi everybody, hello, welcome, very big welcome to everybody, for all you people that have been waiting. I might have been a couple of seconds late, but not much. Don't scold me, please. Well, I've had a bit of a busy day today, really. I haven't got that much to show for it, but I have been busy. I've been in here for the main part of the day, and I've got one card in my Card Guardian ATC card holder. It's not fancy, it's just the first one. There we go. Oh, I need to see that. There it is, number 1. I told you it's nothing fancy, but it is my very first ATC. So I put number 1 on it. What are you pointing at?
Lift it up so we can see. Thank you.
So I'm just going to put that in there. That's not going anywhere. That will always and forever be my number 1. I did also make a couple of new ATC backgrounds, which I quite like. I think they could dress up very nicely. So I'm getting some backgrounds together. Not exactly sure what I'm going to put on them yet, but I don't have to be sure. I do like texture paste, as you know, so that might figure in it. So I'll give that to Mr. F and he can put it where it lives.
Safe.
So, back to the order of the day. The January daily. And we're up to the 19th today, guys. Goodness me. So that was what we did yesterday. We did the frill. And we did it 2 ways. We did it the stitching way and the gluing way, well, the double-sided way, which worked perfectly. And by what I've seen on the group, you've got the hang of it. That's great. So that's something else in your armoury. And this is what we're doing today. But it's got no date on it because it is, in actual fact, a double-sided page. So the date's on here. It's a double-sided paper clip. I showed you how to make a single-sided one, so you know how to do that, so you can do that any which way you like. But this is a double-sided one, and I'll show you how to do that. Because it's quite handy to have it, you know, over the top of a page, and you can shove things like this in it. And because it's double-sided, it still keeps the one on the other side kind of in place actually. So it's a handy thing, and it's nice decoration anyway on a page. So that just shoves up there like that, and it bites on, and it's there we have it. Right, so let's see if I can remember how I did it. If not, I've got that as a reference. Shut, thank you. I've already backed my, this is black card, and I've backed it on both sides with the same paper. Seemed to make sense, otherwise I was going to have a remnant left, you know, so I've just backed it both. And I've also made my journaling cards, both of which are the same. I thought went quite well with that. And I made the reinforcers out of the same paper as this. So it is literally just the paper clip to make.
Kim said, what did you put on the back of your ATC? Did you put anything on?
No, I haven't got to there yet. I just finished it off at 5:45. So no, I haven't done the back yet. Once it's all complete, and I'm convinced that's all I want. I'm not sure that I'm not going to add some glitter to it. Yes, you heard correctly, glitter. But I think I might. It looks just a little dull the way it is. So yeah, I might. So this is a piece of card that I've got left, a remnant from earlier, and I want my paper clips to be, what measurement did I give you before? 3.5 by 5.
Indeed you did.
Yeah. Ooh, look at me remembering things.
Double ATC size.
Yeah, so I'll cut this off at 3.5. I've got a dented corner up there, but should be all right. 3.5, and I want 2 lots of 5. see if I can cut that bent up corner off. It's annoying when your pages get the corners bent, isn't it? I think we ordered this online and it came with bent corners, so that was disappointing. Right, so this is going to be our back-to-back paper clip. Now, the paper clips I'm using are these ones. They are 1.25 inches long. In an ideal world, you'd use bigger ones than that. But the only bigger ones than that I've got are these ones. And I just think they might be a little on the large side. Or shall I give them a go? Let's just see how it feels. So I'm taking one piece, same as I would if I was doing just a one-sided paper clip. Put it, yeah, I don't know if that's going to work with a long. It's got sort of bumps along it, so I don't know. So that's what you'd do if you're doing just one-sided. You'd leave that and you'd clip that over something. But for this, what you do is you put 2 bits in there. No, this paper clip isn't going to work because, oh my goodness, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got, see those little bumps it's got in it, and they're gripping the paper too tightly, and I'm pretty darn sure I haven't got anything else, says she looking. What are these ones? Round wavy, don't know what these are. Is that the ones I've just been looking at? Yeah, that's those ones. Well, that one can go back in there because he's no good. What are these? Don't know. Looks like a Mr. F special, these ones. I'm not sure how you even get into it. I'll carry on looking. Oh, I dropped the drawer. Thank you. Yeah, these ones, they look wavy as well, but not quite as wavy as the, I mean, that first one, just put a hole in my paper. Let's see what these ones are like. Ah, they might be all right. Yeah, let's go with them. I think they're okay. Excellent. So, what I'm going to do is ink around these. These shouldn't, let me tell you how long that measures. It's 2 inches. You shouldn't really see the edges of these, but you know sometimes when you're sticking things on how you do. So let's just give it a quick ink, and then that won't be a worry. You needn't ink the inside part of it. You never see that. I'm pretty sure of that. So there's a fair bit of stamping and stuff going on today. Right, so there we have it, the back and the front. Now, for the front one, I want to make a pocket, but I want an acetate pocket. So what I'm going to do, because this is going to be on there, like that, I can't just make an acetate pocket, otherwise you're going to see that, aren't you? Which wouldn't be clever. So I'm going to use some thinner, it's a similar colour, but it's thinner, so it's not going to add huge bulk to it. And I'm going to cut out another piece that's 3.5, what did I say? 3.5 by 5. Let's just cut the 3.5 strip off here. I've got some marks on that. I'm not surprised hanging around on my desk today, it really has. I've had a lot of stuff out and about. So there we are, we've got that. And that's just going to stick onto there as really just a device to hide that paper clip, really. So let's ink around here. Then we can stick that on whilst we work on the next bit. There we go. Right. So I'm going to use glue, of course, but I don't know which glue. I think I'll use this glue. I like it. It's a stronghold and it's fairly instant. So let's put some glue over our paper clip and right around it, quite a reservoir of glue in that section, because it needs to be held very firmly, and then all over the back of this. So how's everybody doing? Is your furnace working, Linda? I sure hope it is. That would be cruelty, wouldn't it, if they came to put one in that didn't work? That would really be cruel.
It'd be really, really cruel.
It would. So let's just stick that on there. Like that, just over the backing.
Jen got her ATC order yesterday.
Oh, great.
She got it in Valentine's red.
Oh, lovely.
And Judy got the red one too.
Blimey. Yeah, my blue one's a bit dull, isn't it? But it's all right. I quite like blue, and I'm not opposed to dull. So I'm not pressing it down there, because then all you'll see is the paper clip. But I am making sure it's really pressed in at the top around that paper clip.
Rose said, did I miss the unboxing of the ECD box?
No, you didn't. I just haven't had time. Everything I've been showing you to make of late seems to have been a bit time-takey. Is that wide enough? Yes, it is. So I'm going to cut out another piece that is 5 by 3.5.
Sinead got hers today, and it was blue.
Oh, lovely. So that's 5, and let's just make this 3.5.
She put it in a basket last night, and when she got up this morning, her husband had checked it out for her.
Oh, had he?
Yeah.
What's that in your basket, Sinead? I think that they're... I like them. I think they're good quality, actually. Is that square? Is it my eyes that aren't? I don't think it's square. Right, so what we're going to do now is make this into an acetate window, which I know those of you that watch me have seen this, you know, to the point of tedium. I do like a bit of acetate. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to work out which is the back and which is the front, and it's a plain piece of card, so there isn't any. So that's a bit silly. I'm just going to take my Timmy ruler, I'm going to mark 1/2 inch all the way around it. And the main reason I do this for is so I can see where the corners are. So, I mean, if I just wanted to cut a straight line, just hold my ruler up and cut alongside it. But I need to know where the corners are, so I can know where to stop and start my cuts.
Linda said it was installed yesterday, and it's marvellous.
Oh, good. I am pleased. I am pleased for you. Being cold is just thoroughly miserable. So now I'm going to take my blade and I'm going to cut out that central portion there. So now I've got my square, I can see where to start and where to stop. So take your time. And you're better making 2 cuts than digging in and doing one. Just let it slide over the paper. This is a brand new blade and it's actually cutting it in one, I think, but there we go, and this one. So Mr. F's been shopping today, just food shopping, although they have opened a new charity shop in Hexham, but he didn't get anything from there. He did, of course, check it out, because that's what you've got to do.
FOMO.
Yeah, so there we are. That, well, almost just drops out because I could cut up right up to the corners, and I'll hang on to that. So now I need to ink around that. I don't know where my head's at today. It's racing away in front of me. Just slow down, you'll be fine. So is anybody else going to put their hand up to say that they've actually made an ATC? Or is it just my pathetic little one? It's not fancy, I tell you, it's really not, but I just wanted something that said number 1 or first or something. But like I say, I might add a little bit of, I don't know, texture paste, glitter, something. It needs something. But I'm not going to give up on it. I'm not going to chuck it out and start again, because I rather like that background.
I could put my hand up, my arm would be lying.
You would be lying, because every day this week you've said, I'm going to do an ATC today, and every evening when we sit down, you say, well, I haven't had time.
It's true.
I know. I know, that's what you say every day.
I know.
It's true though, isn't it? The days rock past so blinking quickly. Is it just us that's finding that? Or does everybody feel like time's just going away from us?
It's the 19th today.
I know, it's ridiculous. So there we have that. That's inked all around, and it's going to go on there, and it's going to be an acetate pocket. But before I put the acetate on, I'm going to stamp around it. And it's just easier to stamp around it without the acetate. Then that's one thing less you've got to worry about. So where's my stamping board thing?
Fiona says she's made a few backgrounds. She's waiting for inspiration to strike.
Yeah, I was too, and then I thought, no, I'm just going to do it, then it's done.
Judy says she's never made an actual ATC, but her mini collages were 2x3.
Ah, right.
Which is a bit smaller.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jenya's not sure what to make as a first one.
I know. I had that, and then I thought, just stop being so daft. You don't have to come up with a masterpiece on number 1. Just get yourself into working into that size. So
Sassy says ATCs are like chemical engineering to me, so Mike should be all right.
Right, so my stamps. Did I put them away?
So
yes.
Jen says, I don't know if there's an ATC police, but can you have 3D elements?
I think so.
Yes, there's no
restriction
on height.
No.
But you can't go outwards. And of course, strictly speaking, you can't, because they're supposed to be swappable and you're supposed to put them into wallets and stuff.
I reckon for our rules for this, if it fits into that card guardian or whatever you call it, it's good. If it doesn't fit in there because it's too fat, then no. But I reckon there's a lot of space in those pockets, isn't there, Mr. F? Fair bit.
Yeah, there's a fair bit in there.
Yeah.
Linda says she's got the sheet protectors for the ATCs, so that's a start.
That's a good start, yes.
And Susan Tunney says, are we doing prints for the ATCs? Well, that's entirely up to you, Susan.
And you can use whatever, absolutely whatever. Right,
and
so
Diane Nelson says she used to swap ATCs many years ago.
Oh, well, you're ahead of the game.
And she's looking forward to making and swapping them again.
Oh, great.
And Sinead says, I'm scared to start the ATCs, it's out of my comfort zone.
It's out of mine, it's well out of mine. But just make a start like I did. I mean, it doesn't have to be great. Mine's not great by any stretch. But it's a start.
Susan says she meant prompts. Stupid spell check.
Oh, right.
We're doing prompts for the ATCs.
I kind of think we said themes, didn't we? That there would be an overall sort of theme, a general theme. But, you know, a big enough theme that you can interpret it lots of ways. I think that's what we said anyway. So I'm going to just stamp around this edge. And what I'm using are these stamps that are Globland stamps that I got before Christmas, you might remember. I did, you know, the little Santa booklet that I did with the tags and the perforations on the bottom. I used these then for that. And I really am rather pleased with them. I think they work very well for what they cost. Well, they work well, whatever, but when you consider they were not expensive. Oh, one's just dropped off, that one. This is the problem with cheaper stamps. They never want to stay on the background, but what else do I want? I just want to put stamps all the way around here. So, I don't know, will that shipment collect, that'll fit. That crops up everywhere, doesn't it? Timmy's got a one that says shipment collect as well. Let's see if that fits. Oh, it might just, I might just get away with that. You can, you know, you don't have to do this for yours. You can use a printed paper, in which case you won't need to do this.
Lynette says she's going to watch your video first. She knows nothing about ETC cards. She's going to wait for you.
Oh no!
And Bernice is in the same boat.
I think I need to watch some videos. Oh, that worked. That's all right.
And Jan did ATC swaps years ago.
Ah, right. Well, you see, they've got knowledge we don't have.
And Jen says that's a fantastic stamp set. Well done, Miss P.
It is a good stamp set, isn't it? And I'm pretty sure it didn't even cost me a £5.
And Janice thinks she's got the same stamp set coming.
That's good. It's a really useful one. I think I can get 4 stars onto that. There's 5 in a row here. But I think I can get 4. And I might do them in red, you know. I might just be total rebel and do them in red. I like a bit of red on my stamping.
And some people were asking if we had a theme yet. But I said we're too far out.
Too far out, guys. If I give you a theme, you'll all set about it like bunny rabbits.
Yeah.
And
some people have had posted 6 on by the end of this evening.
yeah, exactly. So no, you're not getting a theme yet. I haven't decided on one, it's safe to say. But no, you're not getting it yet. You can practice making ATC. It is more difficult when you don't have a theme, I will say that. Because your head's all over the place.
Yeah, so when you've made one you like, that'll be the theme.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just, well, like I say, I've done that one because I had some backgrounds. I quite like that urgent. Urgent's good, isn't it? Urgent's quite a good word, actually. People in this country, well, sort of younger, hipper people than me, say, you know, if somebody's in a hurry, they say, oh, he's a bit urgent, isn't he? Which amuses me. Lovely, it's coming together quite nicely. Where did urgent come from? Down the bottom here.
Deborah says, lovely stamp set. Where did you get it, Miss P?
I got it from Amazon, and it's the company's called Globeland. Do you think those numbers would fit on there?
Globeland, how it sounds.
Yeah, exactly, one word. I have put people, pointed people in that direction previously. That would go there. That'll go there. You can also stamp in black and brown and red. That looks nice. I like that. I've done that on many occasions. It's got a bit of an arrow at the bottom that's a bit wider than the rest, so I'm going to put that down there. And then I just want something in there if there is something.
She needs a great selection in this stamp range and very affordable.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know. I was so pleased when I found it and I could point you guys in the direction of it because they're great. So I just want something to go in there. And there aren't very many small ones on here. No, there aren't at all. I've got to and from. Maybe from would fit. Would it? Yeah, it just, well, it does make sense, but it's not supposed to make sense. There we go. So I've just stamped all the way around my frame, and that brings me much joy. I can tell you, I love stamping. And we haven't really done much of it at all, have we, in this? From doesn't want to stick, get stuck. I'll just put this back on it because they'll drop off otherwise. There we are, and I need those later on, so I won't put them away. So there we go.
And you said the stamp set is on Amazon for $7.89.
Which I don't think for a stamp set like that is bad at all. I think it's pretty good.
Jen said, "Wow, that's very reasonable."
Very reasonable. I think I paid $6.80 or something like that for it. I can't remember specifically exactly. So that's going to get stuck on there, but it's going to have acetate in the window. And I've looked at my, which I've just put away, I've looked at all my rub-ons just to see which fit, what fits where. Oh, I like these animal ones. I like the dormouse, if that is indeed what he is. He would look nice there, wouldn't he? I like the little chipmunky person. Yeah, I'm going to use the dormouse. And I just need to be careful not to snip into the fox.
And Jen says, "We need to be on the hunt for tiny stamps for the ATCs. If anybody finds any, please share."
We do. We absolutely do. I'm just going to cut that off at the top of the chipmunk, round the fox, and back up to there. Let's see what that looks like. You can use anything here, a die cut, anything at all. It's just to have these, so that's just a bit wide, not going to fit in. So now I've got my frame, I can see, because I made a boo-boo with the one I made earlier and the thing wasn't centered. But you know, that looks nice. That looks good. Let's do that. So my tool of choice, which is my tweezers, the back of my tweezers, just give it a rub down. It's a bit tricky over where the paper clip is, but this will show when you take the tag out. You won't see it when the tag's in, obviously, because the tag will be over it, but when you take the tag out you'll see it, which is nice. So let's see if any of that's stuck yet. Some of it has. Rub-ons have become quite the thing, haven't they, of late? I'm not sure if 49er Market were the ones that set the ball rolling, but they sure do lovely rub-ons.
Sinead said the rub-ons are so sweet.
Yeah, they are. They really are. I'm getting to the end of mine now. Well, no, that's not true. I've still got loads, but the end of all the ones that I really, really love. Yay, that's coming off. Just take your time when you peel it off and just go ahead of yourself with whatever tool you're using. As you pull gently. I mean, Timmy does the words, the eclectic words.
Judy said rub-ons are great because they don't have an edge that shows like some stickers.
Yeah, no, they don't. I've pulled that off a little early, so I'm just placing it back over. Rub that off. There we go. So, there we have it. I mean, they're just smooth. They're silky smooth. You can't, you know, rub them off or anything. I mean, they're fantastic things. So that's going to be at the back. So when you remove the tag, that's what you'll see. It's a shame that's not on the front because it's gorgeous. Anyway, so now we need to stick this down. I need to put the acetate in. That would always be a help, wouldn't it? An acetate window with no acetate. A bit of just a window.
A bit of an hole.
A bit of a hole. So I'm going to cut this off at 3.5.
Louise says rub-ons are much better than years ago.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Judy likes doing them on pieces of fabric.
Yeah, they work perfectly. Now the card I'm using is 3.5 by 5. So I'm just going to dial this back a bit and do 3.25 by 4.75. And that should still give us a frame around it. There we go. Oh, if you could see the mess of this room, you'd feel sorry for me. I know you would. Right, so Jen yesterday said something that was very interesting about using 1/8 inch tape to stick things down. So I scoured the room for my 1/8 inch tape today, and I'm just going to cut that end off because it has, ow, that was my finger, hasn't been stuck down, so it's not sticky. Ow. And I'm just going to put this round there where the acetate's coming to, which is one headache less because you don't want to get glue coming out onto your acetate. That's one thing you definitely don't want.
Do you think I should put some in my basket, Mr. F? Yeah, just do that, and but just leave the window open so people can see it as they walk past. No point in doing it if nobody sees it.
Put what? What's you putting in a basket?
Probably them stamps, I would think.
Ah, oh yeah, get them in your basket.
But last time she left things in a basket, her husband checked it out for her.
Oh, checked it out. Oh, I thought he'd checked it out. I didn't.
No, you checked out.
I got the wrong end of that stick completely.
No.
Ah,
No, he kindly brought them for her.
That is just...
Because they were in a basket.
Oh my goodness me. If Mr. F did that for me, he'd be bankrupt. Because I go through Amazon and anything that I half like the look of, I stick in my basket. Then when he comes to actually order anything, he'll say, do you want these 17 things that's in your basket? I go, no, not at the moment, but I might. So let's just take this off around here. I like this idea, Jen. It's genius.
It's a good idea to put them in your basket and then you can find them again.
That's what I do. I do the same on Temu and I do the same on Ali. Although Ali, I've kind of fallen out with Ali a bit. So much of this stuff is knockoff. And I don't want to support people who just do that. I know that everybody gets their dyes made in China, etc., etc., but, you know, there's a limit. There we are, so let's stick that down.
Judy says she has a whole long line of categorised lists on Amazon.
Do you? Categorised? She's organised, that one.
I know.
She is organised. Right, there we are. That's the acetate in there. That's going that way. This is going on the page that's facing us, so the opening needs to be here. So what I'm going to do down this edge where the card's going in is put some washi over that edge of that acetate, otherwise your card gets stuck on it every time, and it's just darned annoying is what it is. So just a little bit of washi just to cover the edge of the acetate, and you won't be annoyed anymore. Which is good. We don't need added annoyances in our life. Sorry, I seem to be dallying. Am I dallying?
I don't believe you're dallying particularly.
What time is it?
It's 6:35, 6:36 in 3 seconds.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Doing all right. So that's our opening side. That's going to go in there. So let's stick that on. And once again, I'm going to use Jen's Genius Idea. We should just call Jen. That's what we should call them. Jen's Genius Ideas.
Genius.
Genius.
It's a Latin name.
Yeah. Is she on today, incidentally?
She is indeed. Yes. Judy said a Miss P list got too lengthy, so she had to separate things out.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. The same thing happens to me when I'm watching people do videos. You know, pause a video, go look on Amazon, see how much it is. Tell you what I did order today was the Scorched Timber ink and oxide pads. I needed them, as simple as. Just needed them. So they had to be got. So there we go.
She said she purchased the precision glue press last night while she was awake and couldn't sleep.
Oh, right.
And then some ink pads coming from Bumblebee Crafts.
Bumbleberry.
Well, she put Bumblebee, but I presume it might be a Bumbleberry. Got fed up with having to poke at all my glue bottles.
Yeah. Yep. No, you'll love the precision glue doodah. I think I haven't stuck that down properly. That's it. So now we just need to stick that on, then work out what we're going to put on the tablet, the thing, what you call it, journaling card, tag thing, you know what I mean. That's fine. It's lovely. Let's just press that double-sided down. So that's pretty, isn't it? I like that. I just think that pleases me. I like everything about that. So now I'm about to cover that mouse up with a piece of card, if I have some left. Yeah, and I want a tab as well for it. So let's make the tab first.
Renee says you wish you had a local shop to buy the distress inks.
So do I. Actually, having said that, we have, haven't we? Isn't that one? Oh no, it's not. It's at Brampton. That's not local anymore.
It's about 40 miles away.
I forgot where I lived.
I'm not sure how far we are from Heart from the Heart.
Heart from the Heart. Quite a ways. It's not local anyway. It's not a local shop. Now with this, because I've got stamping on everywhere, this I just want to put some, there it is, some of this, illegible text, yes, thank you, words are failing me, just so it's in keeping, like that, the same on the other side. Lovely, that's great. Nothing too technical. Let's ink around that while we've got it. It's got glue on it. I don't know why I was keeping that. I like cream and brown. Go well, don't they? And I'm not grunging this up. I wouldn't describe this as grungy in any way.
Sassy says she's got hers from Heart from the Heart. It's on the way. That's the Scorched Timber.
Yeah, Scorched Timber. I liked it before, but when Tony Vince posted that yesterday, I thought, no, it's got to be done. It's got to be done. So is that wide enough? No, that's not wide enough that way. So I want it, bearing in mind I've just got the 1/8 of an inch tape this time. I want to cut that there, and height wise I want to cut it about there. Then we can try it in and just make sure. I mean, the main thing is it's got to be bigger than the acetate window, otherwise it'll look pants.
Judy said she made her first Temu order last week.
Oh, right.
She said it should be here today.
Wow.
She ordered an A6 Edith Green binder and some extra divider pages.
Yeah. Yeah. The A6 ones are nice.
And Renee says, I don't have a whale tail and now I'm convinced I need one.
You need one. This is an A6 that I just keep in my desk. And I'm just working my way back through the ideas book. Which, as you can see, I haven't got very far. But I just wanted a pretty version of it. And so it's going in this little A6 one, which you can't see because I've got it off the screen. So it's that size, which is really nice, I think. I like it. And of course they're cheaper than the A5 ones. And I just keep that in there, so anytime when I'm sitting around, can't think of what to do, I can make another page to go in there. Right, there we go. So hopefully this is going to go in there. No, might need to just whip a bit off the top. Not too much. Let's try that. It does fit, but it's very tight. So just another little hair, I think, will probably do that. I don't want it to be loose and flopping around. Let's see if it fits in that way. Just a little tight. So I'm just going to take a bit off the width. And another tiny fraction of the overall height. And I think that's probably that now. So that's going to go on then, it's going to go in the pocket. But I need to put something on here. Let's ink around it first. It looks undressed without ink, to me. And I know that not everybody feels that way. If you wanted to round the corners on this, you'd get it in and out a lot easier. I'm just being stubborn. I don't want to. There we go. So I want to put something on here that's pretty and that you can see through that window. So it needs to like fit in there. That's a bit big. Doesn't really have to match the dormouse. The dormouse is just a little surprise, or Easter egg as Mr. F would call it. So what's in these ones? Oh, there's some nice light blue flowers. Yeah, they might do. Although, yeah, no, they might do. Let's got rid of that glue strip. It surrendered. Oh, it's not surrendering now. Get off my hand. Oh my goodness me. There we go. Right. Butterflies. I'm not a huge butterfly person. Lots of nice stuff. Some nice little things that would fit on an ATC. Alright, I must have had the flowers out of this one. That's a bit bad. Oh no, here they are. Thought I couldn't remember using them. So what about that one? That one would work. Let's use that one. So I'm just going to cut around these splodges in the background. And kind of work out, that's a tool you get to put them on with from 49 in Market. So if I put that in there, and that comes right up to there, where do I want this to be most visible? There, I think. Let's take the backing off then and go for it. Way. There, I think. Might be a bit high up, but it is where it is. Let's try this and see if it works. Sure it does, otherwise I wouldn't put it in, would they? Well, you'd think not anyway.
Flo says that dormouse is adorable.
He's adorable. It's totally adorable. I do wish I hadn't used him in such a hidden manner. But you know, it's on there now.
If you'd put it on that though and put the flower underneath, you'd have said the same about the flower.
Yeah, you're right. Of course you're right, Mr. F. You're always right. Oh dear. Am I doing this with the wrong hand or something? I feel like I'm doing it back to front. No, that's not right. What's going on here? Yeah, do it with my hand and I scrub with my left hand. Yeah, finally I've remembered how to do it.
If you put down a bit of that grippy mat, it wouldn't be sliding away from you.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But look, I'm nearly finished. There we go. Isn't that just so blinking pretty? I think so, yes. So let's just check that this does fit in just before I stick the thingy on. Yeah, I put it too near the top, but it's alright, it still looks okay. Probably a bit too far over that side, so yeah. But it's alright, it's okay. So let's stick that on. Let's just find a centre mark for me to go by, which is there. So let's put this on. You do not have to make your double-sided paper clip this fussy if you don't want to.
Susan says the new rub-ons don't come with a stick, you just put them through your die cutting machine.
Oh really?
Yeah. I guess you must have like a rubber mat or something maybe.
Oh wow.
I could see that it would work.
Yeah, that's a much better way of going on. So let's just pop that there and fold that over, and that looks lovely. Just use this as a bone folder because it's lying there. There we go. Right. So in you go. Don't be awkward. And that's perfect. We've got this little tab sticking out. That is in the wrong place, look. Tut tut, Miss P. Tut tut. But you know, overall it's nice. I like it. So let me just put these a bit to the side as they're kind of taking over.
Because there's a rub-on with the name of the flower on it, you could just pop underneath it.
No, the blinking isn't. Otherwise I could have... I don't know, maybe down in the bottom here I've got some that are...
What are you looking at?
For down on the bottom? Yeah, that. Just fetch that drawer out. Thanks very much. Thank you. Yeah, what Mr. F's saying is put something down there and it'll kind of look a bit better. Well, these are largely Sampool stamps, and I think on some of them it says like specimen and stuff like that. It's identification, it says there, which is nice. Oh, Elizabeth Craft Design die. Don't know what that's doing there. Let's get that out. What have we got here? Signatures. Here we've got, these are little names. They might be good. I'll definitely get some in here, don't worry. I'm in the right department.
Right. I like to have a rummage through your drawers occasionally.
I know you do. I don't know what else I've got in here. Full bloom? That would be quite nice. Let's do full bloom. I don't believe I have used one stamp out of this set. Don't even know where it came from, but I'd be surprised by the look of it if it wasn't a Globaland one. So let's just see if I can make my error look not quite so bad. Full bloom. Let's have a look at you. See what you look like. Oh, it's a live life in full bloom, so I'm going to have to just not ink the top bit. My goodness me, these are well stuck. Oh. Phew! What would that look like? Well, it does fit, just let's go with that. It'll be fine, otherwise we'll be spending all evening doing this. Miss P, you're very dirty. Right, so I just want to ink the bit that says full bloom. And it's often a little tricky to do this, but we'll give it a go. If it does go higher, we just wipe it off. And it has, it's gone onto the in. So let's get a shot of that. There we go, right. Not convinced that ink is completely off there. So let's presume it needs to be there. I'm guessing again. This stamp's never been stamped before, so it's a bit of a test for it and me. Oh, look at that. That's lovely. That's really pretty. Marvellous. Well done, Mr. F. You're very nearly a genius. So let's pop that back there. I am trying to keep my stamps in some sort of order these days, because they get ruined. Lovely. So let's stick this in, see what it looks like. Bearing in mind this is just half of our paperclip so far. Oh, it's a little bit on the low side. It's a little bit too much that way, but it's all right. It's okay. Here you go, please. Thank you. Marvellous. Right, so now let's begin our work on the other side. So once again, I want some of that thinner paper that I had. Did I have any left? Yeah, I had this bit left. So I want to cut this at 3.5 by 5. It would help if I put the other bit of thing in. otherwise I'll only have a single-sided paper clip. So that wants to go in there, right up to the top, over the existing back that we've got. And then you've got a space in there, you see, where you can slide that over anything like that, you see, and it bites and it keeps it safe. So let's cut this off at 3.5 by 5. Am I lucky enough for that to measure 5? No. Am I heckty heck? 5 by 3.5. Lovely. Ink around that.
Julia says she puts a piece of tape on the bit of the stamp she doesn't want ink.
Yeah.
Inks it and then takes the tape off.
Yeah, that's a good way, very good way of doing it. With the VersaFine Claire pads, I'm quite good at not inking. You can sort of see where it ends, but the archival ones are a bit more tricky to see where the ink is. So that needs to get stuck on there, and it's the same thing, we're hiding this part of the paper clip. So I'm going to put some extra glue on there, around the paper clip and on the paper clip and anything to do with the paper clip. Just form a nice little reservoir in the middle. Like that. Then I'm just going to colour the other bit to it. Got a nice new bottle of Collal today. So I'm not waiting for it to come down to the bottom.
Is that a hint? Do you need one filling?
No, I'm alright with that one just now, thank you. No, that was not a hint. Stick that over there. And, oh, did I mean to do something to that before I stuck it down? Wrong blinking book. Where's my other book gone? Ah, here it is. Yeah, I put legible text on it, but I think I can still probably do that actually. I mean, it's going to be hindered somewhat by the paper clip, but I think I can get away with it. Just as a sort of background noise.
Like me?
A bit like you, yes. That's great. Marvellously perfect. Fabulous. Right.
Judy loves her alcohol, especially likes the smell.
See, I don't notice the smell of it. Even when I stick it up my nose, I can't smell it. I mean, I do have bad sinuses, I'll grant you that, but I don't notice it has certainly not a smell like blinking Fabri-Tac. Oh my goodness me, that was awful.
And Susan says you need a glue cup, Miss P, so you can store your glue bottles upside down.
I do. That's what I need. I didn't know that was what it was called. But yes, it's needed in my life. So I'm just going to trim that there and trim that there and make us a little pocket. There we go. And that's just going to go at the bottom. You know, it's unimaginative, but it's fine. It's what's required. So ink around that. You can put a little thumb notch in it if you want to. I'm not going to. But you can. go. I'm just going to put this round it. I can't remember if I put anything on this or not, and I'm sticking it down now. I don't think I did. I'll have another little check.
Jen says she thinks Pam at the paper outpost uses a water bottle cut in half. Louise uses a shot glass for her glue bottle.
Louise.
I'm afraid Jen's shot glasses are probably all in use.
Well, they're probably a shot glass.
Yeah.
They're probably pint glasses. Sorry, Jen. Oh, I did. I stamped on that. Oh, well. Let's stamp on it. Where am I? Where did I? Here they are. Yes, I stamped on it. I stamped that big handle with care, but I think this time I'm going to stamp important. And I think that might be all I stamp, actually.
Catherine uses a jelly jar.
Oh. We have one, but it's not empty, but will be soon enough. I'm just messing around with what to use here. I do like important, but I'm wondering if that's going to be enough. Yeah, probably. Probably.
You used to have a little jar that I found that just fitted them bottles perfectly.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to it.
Probably didn't make the cut during the move. Yeah, it was like it looked like a pint glass, a pint tankard, didn't it? But it was glass.
No, this was a smaller one, a ceramic one.
Oh.
It was just like a
Oh,
bud
yes.
vase.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I haven't seen it for a long while. That doesn't mean to say it's not around somewhere.
Jen's going to get a glass cutter for a gin bottle.
Right, I'm going to put that on there, and I'm going to hope it's something like straight.
I think you can get a Dremel specially for cutting bottles up.
Can you really?
Mm.
Jen?
Yeah.
So I think that's had long enough to do its stuff. Let's hope it's all right. Oh, look at that. That is nice. I like that. Let's put it back on the paper. Now, guys, I'm sorry if you don't like to watch me stamping, because now comes a very stampy bit. And I need some, this piece is probably big enough, you know. Just need to make a little journaling card to go in there. And I think just need to say 1/4 inch off the height. Let's do that first. Actually, I don't like the feel of that edge, so we'll do it there. And then if the width, I want it to be about there. Perfect. Well, I say perfect, let's try it and see. Yeah, I could do with being not quite so tall, I feel. And it's just, I'm just going to stamp on it. By the same token, I could just put a rub on it, and then it would sort of match with the one on the other side. But
Susan says she likes your stamping tool. Where did you get it?
Mr. F made it for me, but you're unable to make these anymore, aren't you?
I know I can make those.
Okay.
If I get the bits.
All right. It's kind of stopped because we moved house and stuff.
It's a perfect representation of you, I feel.
Do you really think so?
I think it's knife-like.
Okay. So what I'm going to do then is ink around here, and then I'm going to fill this whole piece up with stamps. So I'm really sorry if it bugs you watching me stamping. But it's something I love to do. I love to make kind of collages of loads of different stamps. There we go. So I'm just going to get my dense sponge stamping thingy out. It came twice this size, which is unmanageable on my desk because there's never that sort of space available on my desk. So let's take the backing off again and see what we're going to use. What can I fit in along there? I can fit in... can I fit postcard in? No, not quite. Official business, I think. I think official business might just go in there. Let's try it. Oh, I don't think it does. I don't think it does, guys. I'm going to put it down the side. I moved that as I put it down. So it's on a bit of a wonk. But you know, could always be worse. Where did official business come from? There. Yeah, I've got this that's like a sort of postage edge if you did it in like red or black. I don't know, I might do that, you know. Let me just get my larger stamping platform. Because Miss P's just not long enough for the job in hand. There we go. I'm going to do it in red. Why not? If not, why not? Where's my red gone? Here it is. And I'm not using any specific inks for these. This is Memento, and I'm not using it for any of its potential Memento qualities. It's just, it's a nice red. So I'm just going to put that down the edge. I meant to put some blue roll down before I did that. I'm trying to keep this stamp thing clean. And failing miserably, of course. And I'm going to put it along the bottom. Along there. I think I'll put it along the top. I mean, why ever not? Excuse me. Now then, bit of jiggery pokery required. I don't want any on from there onwards. So let's just rub them out. And put that on there. There we are. It's made it look quite nice, hasn't it? Different. So let's put that away. This one doesn't want to stick to the backing, I've noticed, but I'll put it in its place and it can think about life for a bit. So now I need some stamps to go on there. I don't know, will premium go? It's quite nice. Don't be ridiculous, it's way too long. Let's see what we've got that's going to fit there. Certified, that looks like it might fit. Well, it'll fit there. I don't know what I'm going to get to fit up there, I'm sure. But let's worry about that at a later date.
Jen says that all the time, but every time she uses red ink, it ends up on everything.
Yeah, I'm like that with black. Not the black VersaFine, I'm all right with that. It's the black soot. For some reason, it just gets everywhere. What does it say? Certified. I think before I owned it, that red, I think it's been re-inked. And so, you know, it is in a bit of a mess. But it's always behaved itself pretty well. Received will go there. Let's put that over that way. This is a really nice thing to do, I think. I really enjoy doing this. Not necessarily on a live where you're trying to, you know, be fairly speedy if you can, but, you know, just when you're sitting alone. It's just a pleasant thing to do. Express. Lovely. I need something. Number 5 is alive. It's in the wrong place. Don't suppose you want to fit there, do you? Well, you'd fit there. That would be nice. Let's do that. Lovely. So I need a tiny bit of something for up there. Maybe the 2 one will do. We used the from before, but maybe 2 will work. Let's try that. Yeah, I think it will. Just. I could look at another set of stamps, but I'm just going to use what I've got. And hopefully it'll be okay. Okay, so what now? Urgent, that's a nice little one. Will that go in there? I believe it will if I'm careful. I might do that in red actually, just to bring the red back. An urgent should be in red. It's urgent. Let's just take this steady. Perfect. Urgent down the bottom. It's a bit like a memory game, isn't it? Where did you get it from? So, we're getting there, we're getting there. Something up there. I don't know what. Oh, I've got these stars. I love these stars. These are my favourite stamps on the whole thing. I adore them. Will they fit on there? 3 of them will. 3 will. 3. Let's see if I can just ink 3. Just got a titch a bit on there. That'll do. Just come down there. Lovely. And I might do another 3 or 4. 4. Get away with 4 there. Put them there. It's beginning to look quite nice. What do you think, guys?
Valerie says Miss P makes it look so easy when she stamps. I'm so nervous I always spoil it.
Oh, I'm sorry that happens to you. Practice and all that. Practice makes perfect. You watch now. I'm going to make a big mess up. I don't even know where I'm going with this one. About there, I think. I never used to like stamping, that I can tell you. But I kind of love it now. I made many of these stamp collages, I'll call them. I don't know what else you could call them.
Matty says she doesn't have that border. What do you use for another border?
Well, I've got another Globalin stamp here that's that. It's nothing but little borders. Or alternatively, one of the best things to do is just get a fairly thickish pen and just do faux stitching around it. That would look nice, and you can do that in any colour you've got a pen in. That's my suggestions for the moment.
Thanks for that, Miss P.
That's not going to fit in there, is it? Let's be fair. Or there.
And Jen says you could use all the words. You don't necessarily need the border.
No, the other one that I did, I'll show you it when I'm finished this. I didn't use any border. I don't think I did anyway. No, didn't. Come on, get a move on.
And Judy says, like Jen said, you could just repeat a certain word to form a border.
Yes, good idea, good thinking, Mrs. Very good thinking. Now I'm left with this little bit here. And I don't know what to do with it.
Approved? What does that look in there?
Where?
Approved, right in the middle, above the numbers.
Oh, here. Yeah, that may jolly well go. Nope. Failure.
Failure.
No, I can't remember.
Not a bad effort though from here.
Not a bad effort.
You've got to use Express, haven't you?
Yeah, but I might have to use it, or some of the smaller ones again. All my stamps are in the right how do you do. What about that mail art? It's kind of an odd stamp to have, but I think it would work there. That would work great. Just about. Try and get it square. Okay. About there. And I've got two little spaces there and there, which I'm going to fill with need to sort these stamps out afterwards. I've got a dotty line here.
Valerie says, what is the best ink for stamping, please?
VersaFine Clair. Could you get a thing out there? It's the purple drawer.
Oh yes. Any?
Any.
Get one that's nice and easy to see, probably that one.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's not horrendously expensive. So I've got 3 dots there done, and I'm just going to check it's not on the 4th one, and I'm just going to put that there. And I want the same but over there. So use your stamps to your advantage. Just because they're 6 inches long does not mean that they have to be 6 inches long. They don't. They are a tool. So make them work for you. Just going to stamp that there. So there we are. There's my little card. And then I'll say about the VersaFine Clair. Dotty dotties. Oh dear, my stamps. Look at them all. They're in a sad situation. But I will take the time afterwards and put them straight. Yeah, VersaFine Clair. This is it. It comes in, I'm guessing, 18 colours. Something like that. The one I most commonly use is a one called Nocturne, which is the really nice black one. And there's loads of browns. I've never found a brown that I'm entirely happy with, which is why I've got the archival in Vintage Photo. I've also got it in ground espresso because the VersaFine Clairs, their browns I'm not mad keen on, but they do some lovely turquoises and pinks and purples and blues, all sorts of colours. This yellow golden meadow, which when you look at it you think that is not yellow, but it is. It's a beautiful colour actually. But I would, for a start, buy the black one. Just buy the Nocturne. There's also a lovely colour called Morning. Yeah, this one. This is the Nocturne. It's just it's just a really nice ink pad. It's nice. The weave on it's nice and tight, so you get really good detail with it. Fabulous inks. I couldn't speak highly enough of them. Thank you, my dear.
You're welcome, my dear.
Right, so yeah, I've probably got ink everywhere now. So this really is just going to go into there, and that's that. Can't help feeling I want to add something to that. It looks a bit naked, Judy, a bit naked. And I think that stamping, that dotty one, is what's required. Where's Miss P? Here you are. So I'm just going to go above it and behind it. Above it and behind it. Yeah, I'm going to stamp behind it. Above it and below it. Just with the dots. Like that. I think that looks better. Looks more important.
Judy says she needs to order some different colours of VersaFine Clair so she can make a mess of stamping ATCs.
I love my coloured VersaFine Clairs. I do. I really do. But do I use them? Hardly ever.
Louise likes Nocturne and Morning Mist.
Yeah, Morning Mist's lovely.
And apparently 7 Plaza loves Falling Leaves.
Oh, you like Fallen Leaves, do you? I don't know why I don't get on with the browns. Fallen Leaves, isn't it? And there's Pine Cones as well, I think. Anyway, that's it. Look, we've finished it. So let's put it in whichever one of these it needs to go in. I need my page, which I've already done. And then I need just to pop that on the top. So just slide it in between your two bits like that. Slide that over the top. And you'll feel it does grab on. It's much better actually with that paper clip that I've used today than the one I used earlier. So that's that. And I've just made 2 journaling cards that are plain as plain can be because I wanted that to shine a bit really. And they just slide up there. And so you can take them out independently of each other. It's not going to affect what's on the back, whether you've got your journaling card in or not. But I didn't go to town on the journaling cards. You, of course, can. But I just wanted it to be about that.
Judy likes this large paperclip fold over very much.
Oh, good. That's good.
And Matty says she's going to get 3. Nocturne, Morning Mist and Fallen Leaves.
Yeah. Good 3 to go for. I've just remembered something that I haven't done. And,
Date?
A date. I'm late. No, I haven't done the date. You're quite right.
Oh, you can do something else as well.
Yeah. This is from 49 in Market, and it's in a set. It might even be the same set as the Foxy was in. And it's like coffee splodgers. And I want to add this on top of that. So let's just work out which bit I want. I want that circle.
And Sassy says, Miss P, you've tricked us. That makes 2 pages.
Yeah, it's kind of 2 pages.
Yeah.
It's kind of 2 pages today, yeah, sorry.
So we'll see you on Sunday.
No, it only counts as 1. In my mind, if you want to count it as 2, count it as 2.
Well, it's 1 idea.
It's 1 idea.
You're doing 31 ideas.
Right, so I want that kind of there, like that. So let's cut up that side like that. And put that on there. Yeah, I thought it was all going a bit straightforward. So I'm just going to put that on there and it'll look like it's coffee, somebody's dripped coffee on it. Which is unlikely to happen in this room because I don't really allow myself to have coffee in here because I'm not adult enough. I just know it would end in disaster. I've always got so many things kind of on the go, and my desk's always laden with piles that belong to this, that, or the other. That I think coffee in the middle of it. Just, no, I don't think it would be wise. Ooh, I've gone quiet.
Must be concentrating.
Make the most of it, Mr. Yeah, doesn't that look much better? That looks great. So now I've got the other half of my circle, should I wish to put that somewhere. Or maybe just the splatters. I think just the splatters. And I'll save that half a circle for some other job. So let's just put them there. Like so. Whoops, come back.
Susie says it might be a pleasant mistake, spilling coffee over everything.
It might be, actually.
And Judy says she has her coffee or tea way over to the other side, away from a small work area.
Yeah. Well, I have got an area here down by where the computer is, that I keep the TV remote and the mouse and whatever else, the Skybox remote and stuff like that. But I still just don't trust myself. I do not trust myself.
You need adult tippy cups.
That is exactly what I need, an adult tippy cup. Not a Tommy tippy, but more like a Thomas tippy. I'm sure you must be able to get those for senior citizens, of which we are. So there we are, that's that. I really like that. It's just kind of like grunged it out. Well, grunged it up. It's not over the top grunge, is it? No. It's just in my mind that looks better. So that's that in there. That's me done. Let's have a look at the one on the other. My prototype. So there we are. See, this has a tendency to move a little bit, and that's because the paper clip isn't long enough. It's just an inch long. I mean, it works. It does just move slightly. So there you go. What do you think? Hi guys. Well, we've done it. We've completed it, and it is kind of. Oh no, I haven't put the date on. The date. I'm
The
late,
one
I'm
thing
late,
I
I'm
remembered.
late. I know, and I forgot it again. I'm hopeless. Don't you know? You should know by now. I'm just going to put the spare ones there. Excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I knew that was coming. It was getting ticklier and ticklier, and I knew that it was going to arrive.
Matty says, fun day with stamps. And
Yeah.
Catherine absolutely loves this idea for today.
Oh, dear,
As
Catherine.
does Renee.
Thank you, Renee.
Gunny says she goes and sits somewhere else with a cup of coffee, or it just grows cold.
Yeah, that's the other thing that happens, isn't it? You put it down, you get engrossed doing something, and it's just blinking freezing.
And Fiona says it's great how it all came together.
Well, I'm glad you guys like it.
Sinead, another lovely page. We'll have fun doing yesterday's and today's tomorrow.
Thanks, Sinead. I hope your hospital appointment went well.
Yeah, put my seat down now.
Oh yeah, you really are a magical midget.
Magic midget.
there we go. So it's dated and everything else. And this is this one. This, I probably prefer that one.
Can't see.
Oh, you can't see. You're looking at me. I probably prefer that one, to be honest. I don't know why. They're both quite nice. I like them. They're a put handle with care. So there you have it. That's my offering for you today. And I'm sorry I've held you quite a long time today. Sorry about that. It's gone 7:30. Oh,
Susie
God.
said this was so much fun with the snow falling outside. Enjoyed every minute.
Well, I'm really pleased. And I hope your snow doesn't get too deep.
And Roz says hot chocolate and keyboards don't mix very well.
No, didn't you have a
Twice in 1 week.
Yeah, she did. She had a calamity with it. I bet Jim, by the end of the second one, was thinking, what's she doing?
Phyllis said, made my day.
Oh, Phyllis, a lovely thing to say. Thank you. So I hope that you all got something out of it. I've no idea what, but something. Bit of company for an hour and a half, if nothing else. And, well, we'll see you tomorrow, won't we?
We'll see you tomorrow, and it'll be the 20th.
It'll be the 20th. My goodness.
Out of the teens.
I haven't got a clue what tomorrow's going to be. Genuinely not a clue.
Saturday's my best guess.
Yeah, it'll be Saturday. I can't believe it's Saturday again. What happens to the weekdays? It just seems to be Saturday.
There's only 3 of them these days.
Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. That's it.
That's it. Yep, you've got it.
Anyway, I'll see you on Saturday, which happens to be the 20th. It happens to be tomorrow.
Friendship and giggles.
Oh, well, I'm glad. I'm so glad, because that's really what we intended to do.
And Rose says that's a lovely colour sweater on you.
Thank you very much indeed. It's I like this sweater, and I don't really want to get it inked up if I can avoid it. But it's so warm and cosy that I suspect I will be wearing it quite a bit in here.
And Jen said, you did it again, Miss P. Another great page.
Oh, Jen, thank you very much.
Thank you both for a wonderful live. Hugs all.
Yeah, hugs to everybody, to one and all, and see you tomorrow.
Kerry says it's already Saturday there.
Yeah, it is, Kerry, that's right. Tomorrow in your land, Sunday.
I know.
So I'll see you later today. Okay then, guys, take care of yourselves and those around you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.
Be safe, be happy, be kind.
Bye.
Bye.